Hi, my name is Katie Rosenkrantz, and this is my summary of learning in ECMP 355. As a third-year Faculty of Education student with a business education major and a math minor, ECMP 355 wasn't one of my required courses. But I had heard through the grapevine that it was a really interesting course to take, and I believe in the importance of incorporating technology into the classroom, so I figured that I would give it a try. Let's just say that I had no idea what I was in for. As summer came to an end, classes started, and I found myself struggling to get back into the swing of things. Econ 355 was unlike any course I had ever taken before. There was so much to look at online, and within the first week, one of our classes actually took place online. We started our own blogs, and were introduced to a ton of resources. I was overwhelmed and frustrated because I felt like I couldn't take in all of this great information so quickly. I struggled to blog. I couldn't think of anything interesting to write about, and we were supposed to be doing this twice a week. Alex kept talking about Twitter and how great it was, but I had been on Twitter for about 6 months already, and I didn't see the point of it besides stalking celebrities. I have to admit, the first few months of ECOMP dragged on, and although I was learning some cool technologies, I wasn't enjoying it. I knew that I had to make some changes if I really wanted to have a meaningful experience in this class, so I made the choice to jump right in with both feet, and I'm so glad I did. It all began with Twitter. I lived on Twitter, spending hours looking for educators to follow, tweeting out cool educational resources, and trying to help other educators find resources they're looking for. I started to see the amazing educational and professional development opportunities for myself that Twitter held, and I finally began to understand what Alec was talking about. I found myself sitting on Twitter only to realize 2 hours went by, and my homework didn't get done. But I was okay with it because I was learning more than I ever possibly imagined. It all spiraled from there. All of a sudden, I wanted to blog, and I wanted other people to read my blog and find it meaningful. I began tweeting out my blogs and could not be happier with the amazing amounts of feedback I was getting. I also began reading and commenting on other educators' blogs, and I finally understood the term PLN, because finally, I had one. I began to explore and use some of the tools we were learning about. I used Symbaloo as my homepage for quick access to all my favorite sites. I used Delicious to store all the cool things I find online and through Twitter. I used SchoolTube to find educational videos. I used Prezi to create presentations for my classes. I used Bitly to shorten URLs. I used Google Docs to work on group projects. I used Dropbox to store all my files. I used Wikispaces to create my final project. And I used Camtasia to create this final reflection. And I'm excited to use GoAnimate, Wordle, Edmodo, Blogster, Google Maps, Extra Normal, VoiceThread, Skype, BrainPop, Pix for Learning, Blabberize, Photobabble, Picnic, Tumblr, and Wallwisher in my classroom one day. Some of the greatest things I am taking from Econ 355 are my passion for Twitter and the 24 hours a day professional development I receive through it, my blog and electronic portfolio, which I will continue to add to and share with my prospective employers, my digital identity and the ways in which I've started to form it, the amazing bucket of resources I have been exposed to, and the most powerful tool by far, my PLN, which I cannot wait to continue growing and learning with. My advice to any future ECOMP 355 students is to just completely dive in and use the tools and resources you are being introduced to as much as you can. I have grown so much as a person, and especially as a future educator in this class, it's incredible. You have nothing to lose but so much to gain.